Hello, let's play a bunch of daily word games. Today's bonus game is a cryptogram, which I actually had a couple requests on TikTok to try out. Thought that might be fun. So let's start with crypt. All right, and there's no daily cryptogram. I think it's just an unlimited thing. So I'll link to the site I'm using, but I'm not sure that there's going to be a way for you to do the exact one I did. All right, so on the left, we just have a T. Let's try an ST word, like steak, maybe. All right, that didn't help. Let's move that T again. Maybe, I was going to say tonic, but there's no C. Not touch either. I can't avoid that C, huh? How about width? W-I-T-D-T-H. That works. All right, there's a T and an H somewhere. We're kind of running out of where to put that. The left word is interesting. It's got a C, a P, and an H somewhere. Maybe CH ending in P? Chomp, maybe. Maybe that's it. Oh, apparently it's chump. Darn. I didn't think chump would be an option, but I guess it was. So I think we're THO, and then maybe another O. Maybe thong. All right, a thong chump. What does that mean? I don't know, but we're going to keep going. Ooh, okay, so let's play Fibble. There, in each guess, there's exactly one lie. So maybe this B should have been gray or yellow, or maybe the L should have been yellow or green. We don't know. All we know is exactly one of these per guess is lying about its color. So can I don't think it's possible for me to use this B and L and move the I. Seems unlikely, at least. Maybe B lie. I think we can do that. Oh, but that wouldn't have any lies. Sorry, I need to use a Y. Yeah, that's the problem. I'd have to bring in the Y or another L. Oh, so bell. I can't do belly. That's too many lies. It would have to be belly like that. No. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm going to omit the B. I just don't think there's going to be a B in the word. So if I omit the B, then I just have to use the I. So something like folic acid. Okay, I think I placed the L and I. I think maybe we have that O, or maybe we went an LIC. Is there an OLI that's easy to think of here? I'm not immediately thinking of something. I'm thinking about VOLI, like vol something, or like OLIN. Okay, I don't like that then. What do I do? Can I end an LIC somehow? Relic? Okay, I think this L is lying, which means no C. So I think this is what's true. I think the B did lie. And so that means we need an O or an F. So we're back to OLI or F something LI. I'm not sure which one's better. Seems like OLI should be better. Is it possible? Let's get rid of all this. Is it possible? Well, okay, let's do what's guaranteed first. There's a lie between these L's. Because there's a lie between these L's, this I has to be true and this C has to be true. That means unless there's also an I here, which is possible, I think that means this I is true. We're going to assume there's not two I's for now. There's also a lie between this L and that L, but that doesn't seem to do anything. So one thing I'm wondering is what would it look like if both of these L's were lying instead of this L lying? That would mean we'd need to be B something, or probably BL, and then an I here, and then I'd have to use an E or an R in the word. That kind of puts a damper on what I was thinking, but it could be, I was thinking it could be Blair. Yeah, it could be Blair. That's not a word, darn. So it can't be Blair because it's not a word. I guess it's Blair like that. Could we use the EI there, or like the IE there? Or I guess another option is BE something IL, or even BR. Oh, it could be Braille. Okay, well, this B is doubling down as here. Did I get any contradictions here? I didn't get any contradictions. We could be BL and then an I here. That the lie would be either omitting the A or BLAI, but then I wouldn't be able to use the R. I think I still need an E. Oh, darn it! What is happening here? Did we learn anything from this? This is tough. I can't think of a word. Okay, what if it was basil? I think that, that doesn't work for relic. If I want BAIL, then I need to bring in an E or an R, and that doesn't work. Barrel or bail, or how about BE something IL? Then I still have to use an A, or... The problem is if I omit the A, then the L can't go there. So BL something, and this I, I'm thinking is true. We know this I is true. This I has to be fourth. We don't know that the B is true. Okay, should we go back to what we know to be true? So because these L's lie, this I and C are definitely true. That means that I is true. The problem is I didn't get any like good contradictions here, other than the L. The R's agree. This L is fine with any of these results. If there was no B, what's that look like? That looks like this. So no B. We'd have the LI in place. We'd have to use an A, and then an F or an O. So like Olia. Don't think that's anything. Or ALI, and then we'd have an F somewhere. Like FALI. See, it works, but there's not a word for that I can think of. Or like, what are our other options here? We could end in LIA. We could even start with A and then do like LIF. Doesn't seem to work. Yeah, I don't think this is it. So I think the B has to be true. All we know is this L and the I and the C for sure. Let's say the B is true. What if this L was... See, I couldn't think of a BLI word that would work. I'd have to bring in... Okay, I don't know that Y is not lying, but... I'd have to bring in... Sorry, we don't know that either. Another L or a Y, and that doesn't work. So I think these L's have to be lying then. Okay, so these L's are lying. So it feels like we got to be BL. And then the I here. I might have to do a filler here. I'm kind of I'm short on time. So I'm going to guess Blair like this. It's got a lot of lies, but let's see what that gets us. Right, I need to turn off hard mode if I'm going to do that. Okay, Blair. Okay, so did we learn nothing? Okay, there's a lie between these two E. Oh, we know this L is the lie, because we know there has to be an L in the word. Do we know there has to be an L in the word? It seems extremely likely there's an L in the word. Let's say that L is the lie. That means that A is not lying, that R is not lying. Oh, so that means that L would be lying. So we'd have to end in L. Which means that L is not lying. So we wouldn't have the R, so we'd need the E. Yeah, so the E would be true. So we'd be B something something IL for sure, and then we'd need an E. Maybe Bevel? No, that doesn't... Oh, I need an A also. I'm gonna guess basil, even though it can't be, because I'm so lost here. Is it that the L was lying the whole time? Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, let's sorry, there's no like start over button, but if the L is just not in the word, then these are the lies, these are the lies, these are the lies, and these are the lies. B has to not be lying. And we know there's an A in the word in that case, so that's the lie. So it's like, it's not basic, is it? No, it's, it would have to be like BASI something. Wait, then we wouldn't have an E, right? There wouldn't be the E. This isn't a word. I guess just guessed basil. I was like, what if I guessed basil? No, I guess just guessed it. I don't think this is a word. Bassip. Basis. Oh my gosh. That was nasty. The L was lying the 4 guesses in a row. It picked the L, a gray L, to lie as green or yellow. That is nasty. Yeah, hard mode would have been really hard to figure that out. Because I couldn't even guess Braille there. Right? Or was when did I turn off? Blair is when I turned off the hard mode. Okay. Yeah, okay. Wow. Did not expect that. That was tough. All right, let's move on. Let's do Betweenle. I'll start with lucky. All right, so this orange dot's telling us we're pretty close to the end of the alphabet, about 13% away. I'm gonna say that that's around V, maybe. Let's do like a valid guess here, like valid. Okay, V is not far enough, so let's try like a word starting with T. Let's do TW to start with. You know what? Actually, if I do a TA word, then I think that's going to end up going up, and I think that'll definitely tell us we start with T. So let's do tangy. That went up. Okay, we're closer to the start of T than the end of T. So maybe TH, like thong. Okay, so probably still TH then. What would we do? Like was thorn too close? Thorn is too close. Oh, way too close. You know, we could be THR. We could be like throw. Oh, it is throw. Wow, nice. Throw in 6. Okay, cool. How'd you do? All right, I've been asked to try a cryptogram. So I went to this Cryptograms website that I randomly found. It looks like it's hosted by Razzle Puzzles. If you Google cryptogram, it's one of the results there, like the second one for me. So the way cryptograms work is we're looking for, this is a quote by Paulo Coelho, who I'm not familiar with, but we are trying, basically every letter has been replaced with a different letter, but every instance of it has been replaced with the same letter, right? So R everywhere is a different letter other than R. So you can see that as we fill it out. So I think this ends in an apostrophe. No, it ends in a comma, not an apostrophe. This is an apostrophe. So it's probably apostrophe S, or it could be it could be something else, but let's say it's an S. We have a singular word here. This is either an I or an A. Not sure which. Let's go with A. Ooh, this is tough. I wonder if this is the, though. So if this is the, then that means this is probably an N, right? NT is pretty common, and this would be and. Okay, is this no? No. No matter what he does, every person on Earth plays a central role in the history of the world, and normally he doesn't know it. Nice. So no matter what he does, every person on Earth plays a central role in the history of the world, and normally he doesn't know it. Cool. Well, that apostrophe helped a lot. Got it in... Okay, so I think the timer's off because I loaded the page and then did other games and came back. So I don't think that took 3 minutes, but how'd you do? All right, let's play Word 500. I'll start with nose. I don't know why. Okay, so we have 2 yellows. I'm going to assume maybe the O and the S, maybe the N. What am I thinking? So like, how about solar? So that uses the O and the S as yellow. 3 new letters otherwise. All right, so if we're doubling down on OS being yellow like that, then that means that's our result. So what would we do? We'd probably want the O here. It's tough. Where is this S going? Like here? S-O? It's hard to think of a word for this. What would we do? Like S-O-D, S-O, let's use underscores. S-O-E, S-O-D, S-O-T, S-O-G. This just doesn't seem good. If the S were here, I'm not sure that really helps me. Okay, maybe I don't like that. Maybe I like having the O, but not the S. So maybe we have the N. And then like an A maybe, or an R. So what would we want to do? Like R-O-N. We could guess wrong. No, there's no W. We could do R-O-N though. That would bring the R in. We could do L-O-N as well. Trying to think what this would be. Like front? We could guess front. So that uses the R and the O and the N. F and T are new. Okay. Still 2 yellows in front. So I clearly did not guess that right. So maybe we have the L instead of the R. And we can do something similar, but we have to move that around. So the O wouldn't be... Oh, we knew the O wouldn't be in the middle with front. Darn. Yeah, front wasn't possible. If I use the O, it has to be here, or for start or end. Maybe we end in O-N. I'm sorry, front was not possible. Darn it. I'm not sure what to do here. Like lemon? I think lemon works. 2 greens and lemon. Okay, let's say we got this O-N placed. That means we probably need an A. So none of that would be true. And that would mean I need something else from front as well. Oh, we need the N from front, right? Okay. So we would be something like A-O-N. Is there a word for that? I can't immediately think of one. We could start with A. Axion? All right, so maybe I got the O-N right and the A still. So we're back to this. Gabon is a country. It's not a word. Okay. Pagan. Maybe pagan? No, that's A-N. I can't think. I think I got something wrong. So it's so weird for this O-N to not be greens, though. And I think it has to be the A at this point. Because from solar, I already can't be the S, and I already tried L and R. So, I mean, unless it's A-O-N, which doesn't make any sense to me. Could it be A-V-O-N, like Paven, Gaven, Haven? That's not really how you spell Haven. Maybe I'll guess some of the... I'm going to guess something with S-L-R and maybe maybe an E. Like, I want to do like... I want to just get 5 reds to confirm that I'm on the right track here. This doesn't work, though. If I guess safer and I get 1 yellow, I'm pretty confident about that A, but I'd like to get 5 reds instead. How about lays? No. See, I don't... How about... I don't want to... I don't want to use the O or the A is the problem. And I don't know about the U, so I don't want to use the U either. Okay, what about something like TR? See, I think there's no E. I guess tress. I'd love to get 5 reds. I mean, five unique letters red. I'd love to know that the S, L, and R are red, though, because that tells me that O and A are in the word. So maybe like S, L, slur, slurf, slurt. I'm going to guess slurp. And hope for the best. Good. 5 red on slurp. Good. So that proves that we have the O and the A. So this is guaranteed true. That means we have to have this O. It means we have to have this O. And this O is green here and here. Okay. So we also have an A. So the A is either green or yellow here. There's a possibility there's no N in the word. I think. It'd be tough, though, because then we'd have to bring in some of these other letters. Let's see. It makes sense for the N to be in the word all the way down. But let's say it wasn't. Let's just try that out. What does that feel like? We need a K or a W. So what letters do we have? We definitely have the A and the O. Then we'd have to have a K or a W. I'll just pick the K as a placeholder there. We need an F or a T. I'll use an F as a placeholder there. And then we need an E or an M. And then we need an X or an I. Yeah, so that's too many. So we have to have the N, because otherwise we need too many other letters in here. So this is true, this is true. Okay, so this confirmed what I already knew, but it gives me confidence. So we know that all of this is true. And then we need and then we know there's an A, so this is yellow there. Perfect. So this is guaranteed, and I just couldn't think of a word. But now that I know I have to, maybe I can think of it now. What is it? I suppose I could repeat the N. Does that help? Cannon? Ooh, okay, so, oh my gosh, what did I just do? I viewed source, wonderful. Okay, so that's green, that's green. Maybe we got the green A? I think we had to have. And then maybe we are NA something ON. Or ACON. Ooh, or bacon. There we go, okay. That was close. Slurp helped a lot. So if you're ever stuck like that, you can't figure out what's going on, pick 5 of the letters that you're pretty sure are red and just confirm that they're red by picking a word that uses those. So in this case, I wanted this. I was pretty sure O and A had to be in the word, which meant SLR were red. And by putting SLR in this guess and getting 5 reds, I confirmed that, and it gave me confidence in what was happening. If it wasn't all red, then I would have known that I couldn't have both O and A in, probably. But the U and P I didn't know about, so it wasn't the perfect guess, but it did work out. So if this had yellows in it, or greens in it, I may have had to then say, well, maybe there's a U or P in the word, and I would have probably would have had to do another filler, but it worked out. So how'd you do? All right, let's do polygonal. We have hexpert on. We have an 8-letter word today. This repeats and this repeats. Let's try ing. Something like an A here or an E. Bennett. I'm thinking about Ben as something, or I can't think what this would be. Honoring. Honoring is great. All right, it wasn't ing, but we have a G. That's interesting. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with this. Jeez, the wind is so loud. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is crazy windy right now. It has been. Maybe this is double I here, and then we have like a G. Maybe you start with G, like giving, but we can't use the N. We could end in like GE. Oh no, if the V is there, that repeats the V there. That actually seems okay. Yeah, I think I have to do a filler. So what do we want to do here? Robustly is not quite intact. The RO are gone. Machined. We just have the N gone, so maybe I'll just do that. Machined. Well, that was helpful. So we start with M. We have an I and an E. G, M-I, maybe Ia. Do we end in E? AGE maybe? That would be... Oh, mitigate. Mitigate. Nice. Okay, I figured it out. Cool. How many options were there? Only 10 common words. Kernels, coronary, coroners, fatality. All right. Honoring was the... Oh, renewing and honoring were the two ing words. Once I had a G, I think I was down to just mitigate. Yeah, as soon as the ing wasn't ing. Oh, there was also litigate. So mitigate and litigate just differ by that starting letter. So I could have thought of litigate or mitigate. I didn't think of the GATE ending. Interesting. All right, let's do the mini. Let's do sleet. All right, there's a T. Maybe batty. All right, it is TTY. So putty. Dotty. Giddy. That's D. Witty. One more guess. Kitty. Okay, I got it. But I built a tower. Cool. Well, how'd you do? All right, let's do symbol. I'll start with blaze, per usual. All right, we're going to test that B with bound. It does not start with B, so maybe it starts with L. Maybe something like... What can we do here? L-I. I is the only vowel left if we do that. We know there's no OU in the word. If we start with A or E, we could use another one, and that's a huge advantage. But so maybe something like every would be a good guess. All right, so there's no E. Okay, so we probably start with A or L. Let's say we start with L. Then that means our second letter would be a Y, almost certainly. And then we end, no, but we would, no, we end in Y. We certainly end in Y. So we couldn't use the Y there. So I think we have to do AR. Maybe we're array. Ooh, close. So the AR and then Y is correct. I thought array would be the one to do that. So what are we doing here? We can't have another A. Ooh, so we have to just fill that in with consonants. Yeah, we can't use any existing letter there. We can't repeat the A. Wow, our artsy. There we go. Got it. That's a tough word. Starts with A and has a Y at the end, but otherwise no vowels. Interesting. How'd you do? All right, let's do the blind Fusele. Let's start with artsy. Why not? Okay, R is second, so probably TR, and then so we're not going to learn whether our letters are yellow or green. We're just going to get ambiguously yellow-green. But let's do trout. See if there's two T's in the word. Interesting. So we actually have to end in T. We know that because there's no way these two color this way unless this is green. So this is the R, this is the T. So we actually managed to get some info out of that. So maybe something like greet. All right, the RT are correct, but these are not E's. We got alphabetical clues here. So we could technically start with E. Okay, we have to guess something that's anything but a real word. So let's just try to figure out, let's see, what would go before this R? Let's figure that out. It could be a B, it could be a C, it could be a P, it could be a W. And let's just see if there's an I in the word somewhere. Actually, I'll put the I there. What did I just replace? The P. Okay. So we're PRI print. Nice. That worked out. Perfect filler. Bikaboob. All right, cool. Well, those are the games for today. Hope you enjoyed them. If you did, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.